Now, during the Satanic Panic, you had repressed memory therapy. So you had people who were being hypnotized and being told, maybe the reason you're so stressed out is because something happened in your childhood that you can't remember. So just kind of close your eyes and think about maybe a time that your parents made you feel fearful or something like this. Well, when that happens and the brain is sort of trying to conjure up data about being scared, some people were definitely bringing up images of horror movies, right? Definitely. So one of the first books to sort of begin the Satanic Panic was called Michelle Remembers, and in that book, Michelle describes how her parents were Satanists and kept her locked up in a basement for 8 months and tortured her. I mean, it's really wild stuff. She says that they like surgically connected horns to her head and things like this. And then at the end of the book, the Virgin Mary appears and miraculously heals all of her scars and things like this. So there's no evidence, right? Everything in the story has been debunked. We have yearbooks where we can find her picture from the month when she was supposedly in this basement being tortured and so on. Anyways, the things she's describing, she says things like, well, there's this weird, the Satanist brought in this weird lady and her head spins around funny and she's throwing up a lot. Well, where could that image have possibly come from, right? That's clearly The Exorcist. But one thing that this neuroscientist talks about in Flickr is if you are trying to come up with something and what your brain is giving you is text, then you can say, okay, that must be something I read somewhere. I don't remember where I read it, but I read it somewhere. But if your brain is giving you images and sounds, it can be harder to tell, did I see that in a movie? Did I dream that? Or is that something that I actually experienced? And then if you have a hypnotherapist who you trust who's telling you, no, 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 everything that's coming up right now, these are your repressed memories, right? These are things that really happened to you. Then you have a perfect recipe for horror movies becoming real life accusations, which happened during the Satanic Panic.